Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. I'm Kieran Dave. I'm here playing Resonant Rise on the Resonant Rise test server, and as you can see, my bees are in their bee boxes, furiously doing what bees do, making flowers. Although there's an awful lot of things. But I have been quite busy while away. I haven't been letting this go idle. I still have my bunker. And I've made some glowstone brick from Mine Factory Reloaded to start lighting things up a little bit better than this one torch is here just to mark the hole. But as you can see, I've actually started digging down here. And I've got something of a little, well, a little environment for me to hide out in. I've got some, just brickwork, I guess. Just kind of something dwarfy I put together. I've also taken all my stuff and moved it and sorted it by hand. And I've also done a bunch of mining, as you can see by this giant pile of ores I have, which I've just honestly been too lazy to process. The things I really need, I have been processing. And as you can see, I've got a fair sum of resources. It's not impressive. And then over here, I'm cooking up a little bit more coal coke. As you can see, I've got a lot of creosote oil. Finally, I've got this other room. I haven't really decided what to do. This room is actually a direwolf 9x9, but I've kind of juiced up the top of it. And I kept replacing all the walls, and then I realized that really what I just need to do is do some Thaumcraft research, get a wand of equal trade or whatever it is, and get that going, because that is just... I'm really tired of replacing the wall. So I'm kind of going to let that stay the way it is and look a little bit rough until we're done. But my theme was kind of a ruins theme, so as you can see, I sort of left some mossy things around here, and ooh, these have started to grow. Delightful. Let me just get to my farming, because we do need food. We don't have auto farming yet, and we do need it. Oh, and I was doing some other stuff. Let me just turn off this. Always doing my admin duties, you know. Let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Another row will be coming up. And of course, we've got all the strawberries. Or these are raspberries, I guess. But yeah, so you can see we've got this nice little environment here, a little asymmetrical. It's a little gross, actually. I kind of like it. Like you kind of walking along, and you're like, oh, this pastelic, it's just idle. And then almost these weird, like almost, oh God, it's just strange. It's just odd. I like it. I actually kind of like it. It's sort of like ancient ruins. It's sort of like, you know, it's odd. I like it. And we've got some glowstone out here just to sort of light the area. It certainly doesn't inhibit mod spawns, but... and I've been using my portals, my various portals, as chunk loaders, right? This doesn't even go anywhere. Oh, wait, no, it's over here to chunk load the berries. Yeah. So, you know, kind of cheating there, but whatever. Gosh, so much has been going on, but I can't show it to you just yet because other people are recording on the server now. We've got Linda, we've got, I guess... Lambert is also going? Yeah, and we may have a couple other people coming on. I'm really excited about that, but I'm not going to promise anything for them until they actually get it done. So, well, let's take a look. What do we got here? What do we have here? We have a base. We have a whole bunch of ores to process, and we need a way to process them. I actually have a bunch of things I want to do today. Probably the first thing I want to do, I've been putting it off. I don't even know why. Let's grab some of this. Let's grab some of this. And let's grab some of this. And I think what we need is an inert stone. Maybe people know what I'm planning here. Inert stone. I need a little bit of stone. I need smooth stone. And I need a little bit of gold and iron. So let's go ahead and grab from my chest. By the way, I can't tell if I had fun with this painstaking process or if I hated it entirely. Oh, I've got all my little things here. So let's go ahead and grab, let's go put these away. Grab this. We'll need you. And let's get started. Actually, I think I did have fun. I think I did have fun sorting it by hand. It was a little tedious, but I think that I'm going to be doing things a little differently this time. I'm not going to be doing an AE system, or rather, I'm going to be doing a hybrid AE system. This didn't work, did it? We'll have to try some other stone. Perhaps gray whack is not good enough. This stone will do. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually use logistics pipes for this build, right? I've been really interested in logistics pipes, and I think with the combination of mods we have, we can actually make a system that's competitive with AE, with just logistic pipes. I may still use some AE because you can actually interface the two. There we go, Minium stone. This will let me do a lot of things I've been meaning to do. One of those things is I really want. Let's see. Here's my plantable trees. What I need to do is get one of these. Let's see, what do we have the most of? Oak. Let's get a few oak. And let's go ahead and open this up. How about this? Right click this. Oops. Well, we'll just craft it like so. get this in, and then we'll get these. Right, and I don't want a spruce. I want a birch. I've been looking around for birches, and I haven't been able to find any. So this will be a good. We'll get 2 birch trees up. So I've been tree breeding with my bee boxes because you can't actually bee breed with your bee boxes, and in fact, it's a bad idea to, because in general, your bees will start getting all their traits all mixed up in a way that can be kind of hard to sort out. So you kind of don't want to. You want to be cautious about breeding with bee boxes. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this right there. But I'm sure that I've got pollinated leaves, even though you can see a creeper over there. What the heck is that? There's like, oh, interesting. There must be like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'll have to find out. So much has changed with forestry. It's actually really hard to keep up with. But yeah, so what we need to do is we need to work on a couple things today, but mostly we need to work on getting this backlog of ore sorted, because I just cannot be bothered to keep on using this grindstone. This grindstone is hilarious. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically you just kind of hold this down and you get a you can double your ores through this. But it takes a long time. It's tedious. Ain't nobody got time for that. So what I need to do to make power? Well, let's think here. We've got these nice little pits open to the sky. Why don't we make a thermal system using Mekanism? We'll put it in the wall here, a little bit down there. We'll grab some lava from my old house, and we'll do that. That seems to be like a pretty good call. And we can actually boost it with some steel, which we can make probably this episode. Let's focus on getting that done. But first, just been bugging me. I do want to see. So I think I have some bronze right here. We could use this bronze. And I think I have a little bit of glass right here. We have some glass? Yes. And what I'm going to make really quick is a pair of spectacles. We can pull this out. And these spectacles, I think you go like this. Let's see. Is it panes? Spectacles. Yes, it's panes. Well, I happen to have panes in here as well. Pull those out. Toss these in. And ta-da, spectacles. These spectacles are cute. They're definitely cute. They, oh, look at me. Oh, I definitely feel cool. These spectacles, what they do is they allow you to see the pollinated leaves. Yes, you can see, we can actually see the difference. Any creepers? I don't want to blow these up. You see the pollinated leaves, and we can see that, well, I see one way up there too, which is kind of annoying. I was sort of hoping that the ones over here, this tree might get pollinated, but it looks like it hasn't been. But we definitely have some new trees to breed, and we've got some other birch saplings coming up. So that would be, whoa! Oh, great. Right, so let's go ahead and pull these off. Oh, are you killing yourself? Fantastic. Thank you, skeleton. We love you. So I'm just gonna keep. I'm just gonna restart this stuff. So it's interesting to note. By the way, we've got a bunch of public servers coming up for. I think we've got 3 now that are one's in the works. 2 are actually open and accepting applications. So if you're excited about Resonant Rise and you want to give it a try in a public server, the way we've been playing, it's great. You should go ahead and check out the G+ group or the AT Launcher forums, and we're starting to see more people there talking about their servers. And some of them are actually absolutely public, and some of them are just sort of open, so you can kind of go either way with that, and I heartily encourage you to do so. Let's see here. What I need is a shelf. I think I can find this right here. What we need is a shelf. What's the shelf? 6 slabs. See, I've been sort of is it like this? Or no, it was like we need 1 more set of these, and these go like this, and one of these goes in the middle, right? Yeah. I'm sort of like having a great time with the Bibliocraft storage, just because I think it looks really cute to like have this little thing right by your bed and be like, oh yeah, check this out, and just well, no, let's pull these off and leave them up here for now. I keep my glasses on top of my tool shelf. Let's get back to it though. Right. So I guess the first thing we're going to work on is building something to power our basic stuff. I think probably the way to start would be to get a heat generator, right? And we'll get some passive heat generation going with this. So this is actually pretty easy to build. I think we have almost everything we need just on hand, except for maybe the osmium. I did end up using a lot of my osmium. So let's get this smelting. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and make enough for a few. Let's just, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't double your osmium early on. It's actually fairly hard to double, and you can never triple it with any process that I know of. That's what the way it was the other day when I checked. Oh, this is kind of wasteful, isn't it? I should get a few more of those. Let's go ahead and grab a few more of these. So osmium is always going to be kind of a rare commodity for us, and I've made sure that it's difficult. I mean, if you use it, it becomes rare pretty fast. Now let's go ahead and just pull these out so we don't waste any more. We'll get exactly what we need. In the process, what we also need for this recipe is, you'll note we need some enriched iron and enriched alloy. Enriched alloy is just cooked enriched iron. There are several recipes for enriched iron, including using bronze dust and bronze or as copper and tin, and we can even, we can kind of mess around there, but we won't. What we're going to do instead is use this one, which is a low yield recipe, but as you can see, we've got a fair sum of iron and all the redstone we need, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and grab some of this iron. Let's just grab and say we're going to make 16, so that's half a stack. And we just go like this, and we cut that all through. Great. Now I've got 32 of these enriched iron. Let's go ahead and cook up half of them. I think that these coal coke are worth 2. Yeah. Fantastic. So as you can see, I've got my little place down here. It's cute. It's nothing special yet. This is certainly not the build I was referring to. I sort of did some planning, and I realized that I actually am not going to be able to get to that build right away because I need a bunch of stuff to be able to build it the way I want to. I may lay the foundations, but I actually am going to kind of take it easy to start. Shouldn't want to feel rushed, and there's still so much to do. I really do want to make a focus on forestry and whatnot this time around. So you can see I've been, oh boy, these guys have been running a lot. Like I've been just logging on, letting them run, just so that I have a really nice supply of honey to start, because I hate being constrained on your bee analysis via honey. And I've been watching a ton of videos about logistics pipes, kind of getting prepared. Ooh, it's exciting. It's exciting. So how are we doing over here? Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we need. We'll need that. We'll need that. Actually, I think we're carrying everything we need to make a good show of this, except for some iron. So let's go ahead and grab these. And let's just grab this remaining block of iron. And let's go ahead and look at what we need to make for the first storage device we're going to be using, a basic energy cube. We're going to be needing to make one of these. As you can see, we need lapis and we'll need steel. Now, this is the trick. We don't have steel, so we can't store the energy. Well, what we can do is use a metallurgic infuser. Let's see where we are. Let's look at the infuser. There we are. This is actually a pretty simple thing to make, but it does need some of this enriched alloy and some more osmium. So why don't actually we grab a little bit more of that and keep that cooking, because it's obvious we're going to need more and more and more. We might as well, you know what, there's no time like the present. Let's just cook all of this. We have enough fuel on hand. Fuel is not our problem. So let's go ahead and, oh, you see, we're burning out. Let's toss this in. And so the first thing we're going to do is just make a heat generator, and let's just call this our factory in here for now. Yeah, because you can't really, when you're sitting here looking with me, you don't really see out. You know, no. This room is pretty. Let's focus in here. So we're going to make a simple heat generator. Let's see what we can do here, because we got some of this cooking up. That's plenty. And now let's go ahead and give it a try. A heat generator. Where are you, heat? There you are. Right. So let's go ahead and make one. Let's make 2 for now. We'll make more soon. But yeah, so we can just plonk this. Whoa, not what I meant to do. That's right. It's not my Dartcraft thing. So let's just go ahead and just plonk this down. You know what? This guy's done. this one's done. So let's go ahead and grab our tool, and we'll just break that. Or alternatively, you can watch me sort my inventory. Hooray. I bet you're really into that. That should be good for now. Hand sorting is no fun. Tycho Scythe is very nice. Let's grab this. I haven't actually made a Tinker's Construct regular pickaxe yet. I just kind of feel like, well, I mean, I kind of don't want to make an intermediate one. I just want to make like a really nice one. So, okay, let's go ahead and plonk this down right here. So that now can actually, we'll plonk the other one. See, the problem is we can't actually use any cables yet. So let's go ahead and leave this out like this. And let's focus on making a metallurgic infuser. Or an infuser. So to make this, God, what even is that? I don't even know. I actually don't know what that is. I don't know what mod it's from. We're going to need 2 control circuits and some enriched alloy. And then we'll need some, so we can definitely make those furnaces. That we can cover. So we're going to need another 8 osmium to make that happen. So let's see how we doing on that. We got enough. I think we got enough. So let's go ahead and make the, well, let's go ahead and make the actual control circuit. We should be able to make exactly the 2 we need. Fantastic. I think our problem is that we just need enough stone to actually make our furnaces. So this is the very beginning of Mekanism's progression. All right, and this is actually how they do it. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I can't. Well, why can't I use the steel recipe?" We actually have a steel dust recipe, like so. Steel dust, right? And this works. I'm not going to lie to you. I could do this, but as you can, as you may have noticed, that's a fantastically expensive recipe, crazily expensive recipe. A recipe so just nutty, right? It's hard for me to even imagine doing it. By the way, we're going to need to go ahead and get this cooking again. Oh, look, we got some gabbro in here. That's fantastic. What are we going to do with gabbro? I don't know. We'll get that cooking though. We're going to cook up some, yes. As you can see, we're going to cook up some charcoal, which we'll need. Now, let's see, how are we doing on our infuser? We just need our 2 furnaces to complete this build. So I'm not using that recipe because it's just crazy expensive and I don't want it, right? I don't want to spend that much coal because fuel is sort of at a premium. What the? Oh, Optifine. Let's go ahead and make this now. I do have Optifine installed. I'm trying to fix my frame rate issues. People have complained. I am aware of it. It may be a little while before I can get a new computer, so hold your horses on that, and I'll do what I can. So let's see. Can I toss? There's my metallurgic infuser. Now, in order to make steel in the metallurgic infuser, there's actually a couple things we can make. We can make bronze very cheaply, and we can make steel very cheaply. So go ahead and take a look at this. We can make obsidian from diamond dust and obsidian dust. We can make bronze with tin dust. We can't easily make dust right now. Or we can make with enriched iron and charcoal. We can make steel. So this is the plan here, right? And that's probably the #1 thing that we want to make. Look, here's all the different bronze variants. You know, flip out, I suppose. You can have lots of fun. Biofuel and stone bricks is mossy stone bricks. Huh, I didn't even know about that one. That must be new. That's cute. That's actually a really, really cheap way to do it. Right, so let's go ahead and what we need to do is fuel this guy. Now, I don't know if he'll be able to take coal coke. I sort of hope he will, but he may not. Oh, yep, he can. So now this guy is actually burning fuel. Now, you've seen me in my previous series. You may have seen me actually output lava before. So there we go. He's full up. And now this fellow should stop outputting. Well, it looks like he can't. That's too bad. Well, that's kind of a waste of fuel. We'll have to be a little bit more careful with our fuel there because I thought maybe he could stop the burn, but I guess he can't. This fancy digital readout is all for show. But we filled up that machine's buffer, so let's go ahead and we have a bunch of enriched iron. We're going to make some steel because we need steel. We need probably a little bit more than this even. So let's go ahead and make a few more of those. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and got 20. Got plenty of this. We can go ahead and just shove this right in there. right, so this goes in here. And as you can see, as we toss it in, it sort of fills up that little buffer there. So there we go. We got lots of charcoal in there now. It doesn't show exactly how much, but it actually does have a little thing. So then we can go like this. And let's go ahead and make this happen. So as you can see, it starts puffing away. Now we don't want it to run out of power, or we'll waste the thing, so let's keep it powered. And as you can see, it's actually going positive. It's actually about even. No surprise, this is actually a designed path. So let's go ahead and make let's make a little bit more of this stuff. I think we'll be able to make just enough. So yeah, that should be enough. 18, 19, 20. 29, 30. That's close enough. That'll give us lots of steel to work with. Now this is basically just our starter measure to try and get us to the point. Well, we're running out of, gotta poach a little bit of fuel from somewhere. How about here? There we go. Whew. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of keep this guy powered, and he's going to have to tear through his thing. As you can see, this guy is tremendously fuel hungry. Tremendously. I'm not sure actually that coal coke is the right call here. Let's just kind of check, because you never know with the UE mods if they're going to really react well. Let's see about this peat I've cooked up, because if we could make this heat generator work off peat, that would be a really interesting way to go about doing things, right? Let's see. Can you? Oh, you can. Hey, that's slick. All right. Well, I think we may need to. That would be really interesting, because look, that output's pretty good. That output's really good, actually. Okay, well, I know how I'm going to go about this. So let's let that cook up. That should have enough fuel to finish the job. And this is a cute little way to start out early and not waste a ton of coal. Don't waste a ton of coal. Come on, guys. That what I just did, that took a little bit of time, and it's already doing well. So let's just leave it at that. We'll leave these machines in here for now, just to kind of, you know, this is the various machine chests where they go. And this goes all up in here for now. Actually, let's grab, this doesn't go in here. Why did I put it in there? It doesn't go in here. What am I? Crazy? And yeah, let's go ahead and toss that in there. Man, we really need to work on our next thing. So we're going to need enough steel for a couple things. We're going to need steel for energy cubes, and we need an enrichment chamber. So the enrichment chamber is the first step of ore doubling for UE. So let me see if I can just get some dusts up, and then I can show you the recipe for making them. So let's look at, let's see, dirty gold dust, no. Gold dust, the recipe for making gold dust. Or let's see, is there any of these? Here we go, iron dust. So here's the enrichment chamber, right? So you can see we don't need anything for it, and it just doubles a whole bunch of things. So if we get all the recipes for the enrichment chamber, we can double gold. We can make 2 diamonds out of diamond ore. So that's actually a pretty good call. We can double tin. We can double lead and silver. And yeah, those are the, and we can get a lot of stuff out of these other things. So since we have pretty good access, dirty copper dust can be enriched as well. Let's see, my other big question is, can we can do all the gravels in this, which is great. We can do copper. And yeah, copper goes pretty fast. We can do lapis. I don't really know why we're going to do compressed carbon. Maybe that's a better call. My only real question is, can we, see, we can make dirty obsidian dust. My question, which I'm thinking is, can we actually successfully do every ore? I think we can. I think lead's been added. So now we can handle lead. Fantastic. Okay, well, so we need to make one of those guys, those delimbobbers. And that will be our initial lead processing. To make that, well, we have the enriched alloy, we have the redstone. We should have enough osmium, but we need the steel casing and the redstone, and we'll need a battery, and we'll need a better solution for power. Oh boy, it's raining. Of course it's raining. Is it ever not raining? The answer is no. I think that probably, trying to think of the right way. Like, this is actually kind of already ran out. Did it finish its work? It didn't finish its work. My, what a hungry machine. Let's go ahead and poach some coal coke from over here and see if this machine can finish up its jobs. There we go. It's almost done. It's almost done. And let's go ahead. There's no real sense waiting when we can start like this, and we can start cooking this stuff over here. Now the steel dust will have no problem being cooked up. And similarly, let's grab a little bit more of this coal coke, which is just fantastic for cooking things up. And also, we're using it for the other big project I want to work on. Namely, in service of getting our floor done. Now you might say, what does that mean, Dave? Well, what it means, friends, is that I actually want to do a nice, well, maybe not a wooden floor, but I definitely want to get into extra trees. You've seen I'm already on it. I'm already working on breeding the trees. I definitely want to do it. To do it, I need to get saplings, but then I want to use those saplings to make various types of wood. I feel like the other, people always talk about dwarves and stone, but they're actually accomplished woodworkers. And since the theme of this build is kind of dwarfy, and in fact, I really, by the way, think that this looks very dwarfy. I talked with Sace a little bit, and we worked a little bit. Sace has been very helpful in helping me figure out what it is I want to build. But I feel like this room and this room, this is actually a dire 9x9, but it looks totally different because it has this super dwarfy ceiling that doesn't get in the way of anything. But, it just looks great. And the chiseling. Oh, the chiseling. So we finish up here? Yes, we did. Fantastic. We had exactly enough charcoal to do that job, too. We'll toss you in here. Oh, we've already got almost enough steel to make our first battery. Then we'll get our power generation going, and we'll build up from there. I think that maybe what we should do is low-level generation to start. A few of those heat generators. We could even stand to build a few more, I think. And once we get the heat generators fixed up, then we can probably use lava for those, and then we can work on a peat farm that would build biofuel. Now, I haven't ever done biofuel before, so I'm curious if we could do a peat farm or we could do biofuel. So if you look at just farms in general, we look at the biogenerator, which is right here. We can hold just for details. This thing actually is pretty easy to make. It works really early, and you can make biofuel just by crushing stuff. So you use a little bit of power in the crusher, and it actually yields pretty good outputs. And we have a ton of this stuff, so we could actually set up a farm, start having lots of these biofuel things go, and start outputting power. And my understanding of it is the power output is actually pretty good, so we could probably attack that head on. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit more of our iron. We're burning through it fast, but that should be okay because we will be returning in spades. I have a whole stack over here, more than a stack of just iron ore. As you can see, I've got iron ore, and then iron ore. So we will have at least 4 stacks of iron. So we can pretty much burn through it at will. Let's go ahead and make some of this stuff. Pull that out. Right, that should be good. And let's grab a little bit more iron just so we can finish our build. So the next thing we're going to want to build is... Yeah, we should be good there. I think that we've got the steel that we need, at least at this point. Let's pull out that. Let's go ahead and make a steel casing, and let's make our first energy cube. Now, to make these, we're going to need, actually, I think I'll need to grab a few more things, because what we do need is these energy tablets. These are really the most expensive part of it, as you can see. It's gold, it's redstone, it's more of these enriched alloys, of which we just need a ton, right? I can never tell, to be honest, if Mekanism is like op or not. Like, it actually is sort of a pain to slog through all the recipes. And, wait, why did I grab lapis when what I really want is gold? I sort of wish it worked off lapis. We're actually not going to be doing great. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that. Let's make ourselves 2 energy tablets. Energy tablets, here we are. Basic energy cube, energy tablet. I think we have what we need. We do. We can make 1, 2. There we go. And now we can go ahead and toss these into a basic energy cube. Oh, we do need lapis, and we need the steel casing. What's the steel casing again? I think it's iron and steel. Yeah, it's steel surrounding a single osmium. So let's go ahead and make that. We just need one for now, although we'll need another. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. I did it! A little reference for you there. We do need a little bit of lapis here to make this happen. No problem. No problem. We do have enough. I need to be cautious with this, though, because I really do. I will need a lot of it soon. Okay. Let's go ahead and build this up. Wait, what am I missing? I have 2 energy tablets, I have 4 redstone, I have 4 lapis, I have 4 steel casing. I bet you the problem is I'm out of redstone. How did I get out of redstone? Did I put it back somewhere? Did I burn through it all somehow? Where would my redstone go? Did I put it back in here? Oh well, I'll figure it out later. No big deal. Alright, let's try this one more time. Let's hope that any I can figure it out. It can't. So, steel casing. Let's just question mark it. Steel casing, lapis, redstone in the corner, spider bugging me up on the roof. Oh, is this in my, it is. It's in here. That's why. I was like, wait, where'd my redstone go? What a dork I am. You're probably watching at home just like, oh my god, Dave! Oh god, you're so dumb. All right. There we go. We have a basic energy cube laid out. So let's go ahead and break this guy. We lost, I think, a little bit of things, but that's okay. Right. And now this fellow will output there. And we can grab our other one. Like so. Grab this. And I think if we grab a wrench, we'll just need to get an empty hand to right-click that off. Hello, there we go. Now we should be able to get him up on there. Right, like that. Now both these should be able to output heat, and we'll just burn some fuel just to get energy going because we really do have quite a bit. I may actually make some buildcraft engines just because we have so much of this coal coke, and they're actually, now that I have energy storage, this guy right here, some steam engines might be appropriate. But, you know, it's just, I really do want to get the basics going here. Because there's another thing I want to do, is I sort of want to get to farming, and I also want to get to the point where I have a nice supply of goods so that I can work on my build, right? So we're kind of taking the fastest route. I'm not dragging this out, because we're going to build probably some other stuff. I'll have to look at the recipes for the things and see what the right call is. I may experiment in a test world. Like, pause for a sec. Anyways, you can see here we're now filling up. Oh, we can double click this one. Let's just go ahead and kill that. I'm not sure why. It's probably Optifine is giving me a problem. But you can see that we're rapidly filling up with power as we burn through these things. And they're going fast, right? Fantastically fast. So we'll actually have a fair amount of power soon. Why don't we work on in the meantime on getting our enrichment chambers sorted? How are we doing on osmium in here? We still have a fair sum coming up. So, enrichment chamber. Let's see what the recipe is for that, man. I think it's not too bad. So we need 2 of these, right? And I think we're sitting on enough to barely do it. So let's go ahead and let's clear this out. And let's look at the enrichment chamber. We need 2 of these. 1, 2. Have just enough. We need, I think we have everything else we need. Ta-da! Why aren't we making an enriched? Oh, we're missing 1 enriched alloy. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, well, you hold on there. Let's just cook up a little bit more of these. Got more steel, of course, which is fantastic. Oh boy, that's real waste. Well, let's toss them what we can. This is the problem with using coal coke. So these guys are cheerfully burning away and filling this up, right? And that's fantastic. Now, while this is going, I did want to think about one other thing. Oh, that's funny. Enrichment chamber. Ta-da! All right, let's just get rid of this. I got to change that keybind. Ta-da! So now, see? This is fantastic, right? This guy's all full up with power. This is making a nice buffer for us. We'll set up some passive generation with these guys in a few minutes. I may even do it off camera. I don't know. I'll think about it. This is filled up with power. So now what we can do is we can grab, let's replace some of the iron that we just lost. Well, let's think about what we need here. Also, I have some hoppers left over from my last base. So I'm going to be using these in addition to some of these chests to actually automate a little bit of this process. So we can go like this, put a chest right here, and then we can go ahead and I think we can just grab this to go under the floor here, tunnel a little bit. Right. And, well, shoot, I hate when it happens. We'll go ahead and put this here for easy reachability. Let's put that there. I think I'm even carrying some gabbro to replace the floor, make it nice and smooth. Ta-da! So now this is just set up, and this should provide enough power to do a fair sum of work. Right? It's not going to do all the work that we need, but it will probably do enough to give us a little bit of headway on our dwindling resource situation. So the things I'm most concerned about are iron. So let's toss in a stack. We'll get all the gold we can always. I'm thinking that we can do some interesting stuff with silver. And, you know, we could always use more copper. And, gosh, we're low on tin. Let's go ahead and get these things going. Now, I don't know if we'll have enough fuel in this to actually accomplish these goals. So I may toss in a pretty... Oh, wait, I can't open this, can I? Derp. Well, okay. You know, that's fine. We'll move that in a second because we actually can fit everything we want in here. See? No problem. I think that's actually everything we possibly want. And as you can see, this is outputting 2 dust, and I'm not sure if the hopper is configured correctly to actually pull it out. If it doesn't, that's a bit of a pain. Because these things start with a special sidedness. What does it take? So one thing we could do is build a configurator. This configure actuator. Oh, that's for their new thing. So let's see what this is. An energy tablet, a stick, and lapis. You know, I got to be honest, that's really expensive for where we are right now. I sort of don't care. Yeah, sort of don't care. I can deal with the fact that it's not automated. So you see, we burnt that coal coke, and we're at about, you know, we're still a little bit energy positive here. This is, by the way, fantastic. This is just the greatest thing. Let's go ahead and pull this out, toss it in here. We'll see what we can do about the outputting soon. Obviously, the bottom is in the output, which is an unfortunate default configuration choice. I may have to bug Aiden about that because, or Aiden. Oh, hooray, it's no longer raining. Let's go check my bees. Okay, so we've got those dust cooking up. Obviously, we don't want to waste fuel. Oh gosh. What are you doing in here, Spider? Spider, what are you doing? Ow. I don't have a weapon. Oh, well, he caught himself up on the barbed wire. That's the reason I don't have a weapon. It's because everything just kills themselves in my barbed wire. All right, we got these guys. Everybody's still in the process of going. And these, by the way, are from Magic Bees. So I don't really know what they do. I can't wait to find out. We're going to very soon be switching over to using real things and breeding on there. And I'll probably start a little bit of that off camera. Yes, sis? Probably start a little bit of that off camera because I think that the first part of bees, the stabilizing of common and all that stuff, is boring, and I'm not very good at it, so I'm probably going to have a bunch of false steps. Let's see, what else? So what he's asking is he probably has just a ton of these extra power. You know, actually, this thing is, compared to the metallurgic infuser, this thing barely takes any power at all. I say that, but it is sort of tearing through it. How are we doing on coal coke here? We could get 8 more. Keep these things. Sace invited me over to check something out. Let me just show you his build. He found a bamboo forest, and he's been building this giant structure. Who even knows what he's up to? I haven't seen this yet. Whoa, boy, this is terrifying. Oh my god. Wow, and that's a lot of cactus. Oh wow, this is an interesting design. Check that out. It automatically farms itself. So he says the idea here is it takes no power and no fuel. Oh wow, so he converts the cactus charcoal. So he converts the cactus down here. This is a clever build. Whoa, it's dark. And so he's making cobble. So he's making infinite coal coke. This is a really clever build. Check this out. And then a little bit of liquid crafter here. He takes all these cactus cokes and then it combines them into coal cokes. So we look at cactus coke. That can be created from cactus charcoal in a coke oven. And then you can use a bunch of them together. Let's see if we can use a bunch of them together. Hello, NEI. Yeah, to make coal coke. How cool is that? So his system uses no power. It's strictly vanilla mechanics down to MFR mechanics, down to railcraft mechanics. So these guys cook the charcoal, but I bet you, if we were to go back over here, these guys, yes, would cook the coke ovens. So the coke ovens, this is strictly using the power of coke ovens to make infinite fuel. That's really clever. That's a great build. So here's an example of a Resonant Rise quintessential build. They're so surprising, right? Like this is such an arbitrary constraint. It can't use any power. It uses no power, and it only uses natural ingredients. All right, folks, I think we're hitting the wrapping up point here. So I'm just going to head and call it an episode. And when we get back next time, we'll continue with this build and we'll start working on basically getting the basics of an ore processing chain up so that we have and can take our materials and use them as we see fit. I think it should be good. And then we'll work on power and bees and trees and you name it, we'll be working on it. So if you've enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a subscribe, like feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, talk to me. I'd love that. If you don't have a YouTube account, don't feel bad. Why don't you go over to ATLauncher or atlauncher.com, check out the forum, say hello to us there. You know, feed the beast. I take feedback there. Just come talk to me. You know, let me know what you think. I can't wait to hear from you. And check out the mod pack. And my good friend Sneaky has released his mod pack, Sneaky Craft, on the AT Launcher. I think that his mod pack is pretty cool. It's a mod pack for low resource computers, so it's a very, very minimalist mod pack, very tight, it's nothing you haven't seen before, but it's really, really refreshingly clean. I think it's nice. I considered using it for my Lethamyr series, but ended up wanting something a little bit weirder and a little bit more hardcore. I doesn't say anything bad about it. It's awesome, and you should check it out. You should also play Resonant Rise. There are lots of servers in the forums opening up all the time, and if you want to open one up, let me know. I'll promote you on my channel. Thanks for joining me, folks, and I hope to see you next time.